It's no secret Genshin uses real-life societies as inspiration. Mondstadt's buildings are tidy and quaint, piercing the sky in a classic European style. But did you know, the flowers of Genshin also tend to have real-life counterparts too. Some flowers are extremely accurate to real flower species, while some are a little vague. These are the flowers of Mondstadt. First, we will ID Cecilia. Cecilia are only available on Star Snatch Cliff or bought from Flora. This plant is quite easy to identify as a white lily. Lilies have long uniform leaves originating from their bulb, and they have literal star-shaped petals around notable anthers. These are all features of the Cecilia as well. Lily also prefer well-draining soil. Cliffs will match this environment, so Star Snatch Cliff is a great location for this flower to grow. Lily also bloom in the summer, the same season that Mondstadt takes place. A little bit irrelevant, but you can get some really cool views of Mondstadt from the side of the cliffs here. The Windwheel Aster is not an aster, which is kind of weird. They grow in kind of random locations, so that didn't help my search either. While searching, at first there seemed to be no flowers that were red and looked like pinwheels, but eventually I found one by looking up pinwheel flower, which ironically was the real name of this flower. The pinwheel flower is in the sweet-smelling jasmine family, but it doesn't usually come in red. It's typically white and cream-colored. It is not native to Europe. It is of Indian and Asian origin, so it conflicts with its European-based region in Genshin, but that's okay. This still seems to be the inspiration since its appearance is quite unique to just itself. It makes a lot of sense that Genshin would use a pinwheel flower to represent the nation of wind. Pinwheel flowers in Genshin also spin in the rain. The Philanemo Mushroom. The Philanemo Mushroom is found elevated high up on houses of Mondstadt. This mushroom counterpart doesn't exist naturally ordinarily. However, double-capped mushrooms have been photographed before. Mushrooms can split, so this appearance is technically possible in nature, though it would be a little bit rare. So it's not like you'd find these anywhere near as common as you do in Mondstadt in real life. This mushroom is supposed to look like it has feathers on top to fly away. Genshin honestly missed the opportunity to make them actually fly, if you ask me. I also decided to do an AI rendering of this one because I thought it was really unique and would come up with some interesting results. It took me a while, but I eventually got this, which is really cool. It's obviously not super accurate, but I like it anyway. Lampgrass. Lampgrass is found near Trounce Domain. With a glowing bulb of light, this plant clearly has no real origin. But the popular Canterbury bells are quite similar looking. Canterbury bells are a summer bloomer but prefer cooler weather anyway. Since it prefers cooler weather, its forested location it's found in makes a lot of sense. Mondstadt is also windy, so that would probably help cool them down as well. The foliage includes elongated plain leaves that look quite similar to the in-game version. This plant is native to Europe, so it fits in with Mondstadt's theme. My confidence in this is 3 of 5 though, because there's just so many plants that have bell-shaped flowers and are blue. Calla Lily. Genshin based this off of an actual Calla Lily. It's actually just called a Calla Lily. It makes me wonder why they used Windwheel Aster as a name when they could have named it Windwheel Jasmine. I mean, we even have apples and mint in the game. Though Calla Lily are not native to Europe, it has been naturalized there since mid-1600s. Calla lilies also prefer a moist environment, so having them right next to the water makes a lot of sense. They also prefer bright sun, so this location's ideal for them. For wolf hooks, I originally had thought it might be a sweet gum spin-off. Wolf hooks look a lot like eastern prickly gooseberry though, which is quite common. It was really hard to find this one because I was focusing on finding a berry that was both blue and red. Wolf hook and prickly gooseberry really look similar though. Due to its unique characteristics, it was easy to ID once I saw it, but coming across it was the hard part for me. It is native to Europe and Asia. They also prefer mountains, so again, this is another plant that fits nicely in with Mondstadt's theme. These are only located outside of the Trounce domain, so they're a little specialized in where they like to stay. Meanwhile, the gooseberries in Europe are pretty common and can live in a variety of different conditions. Valberries. The shape of Valberry is unmistakably a blueberry, but while searching, I discovered there's another similar looking one called bilberry, and bilberry are native to Europe, while blueberry are native to North America, so this was really hard to decide between the two. Bilberry and blueberry both have unripe reddish pink fruits, so this is likely the inspiration for this. It is worth mentioning a ripe pink blueberry species does exist though. It isn't common, so it most certainly is not the inspiration. Regardless, I think it's really interesting. It's a species called pink lemonade blueberry, and it's a hybrid created at Georgia University, so really obscure. Regardless, I'm pretty sure that the Valberry is supposed to be a blueberry or bilberry. The last one I'm going over is dandelion. Clearly, the dandelion is supposed to represent a dandelion. Most people know what dandelions look like, so I don't feel the need to throw a picture up. I do like how large the Genshin version of dandelions are though. It's also quite fitting that this would belong to the City of Freedom. That'll wrap this video up for now. I am working on covering all the nation's flowers, so if that sounds interesting to you, please stay tuned in on my channel, and I'll see you next time. But if not, thanks for watching anyway.